When I see people struggling to get sales with their t-shirts, it usually comes down to one key factor, and that is just the quality of the ideas and the phrases that they've come up with, because AI might be good at creating designs and making them look nice, but it's not good, and it actually sucks at coming up with good ideas and phrases. However, the good news is there is a tool that specializes in exactly this, coming up with original, creative, and quality ideas that will actually sell, and that also have way more potential to become a best seller in the print-on-demand space. The tool is called Ideally. It's created by Michael Essig, which I'm sure some of you will know from YouTube, or perhaps from the interview that I did with him just recently. And in this video, I'll show you how Ideally works and how you can take advantage of it to get more sales. So here we are inside of Ideally, and a quick overview or explanation how this works is you have a ton of tools on the left-hand side. These all work for the same goal of finding you inspiration and good creative ideas for your niche. And once you've found ideas, you can then save them right here with these little hat symbols into a project. So I can create a new project file right here. Let's say we want to target the taco niche, and then those ideas will be saved there for whenever we start creating designs. And the first tool I wanted to show you is plug-in phrases. I think this one is really cool because there is hundreds of proven print-on-demand phrases built into this. If you've been doing POD for a while, you probably recognize some of these, like is my spirit animal, is calling and I must go, I'm only here for, and there's a ton of other cool stuff. And what we can do now is, let's say we want to create some taco designs. We just type tacos into here, hit go, and now you have tacos filled into the blanks. Not only that, but you can now filter this down further to get even better results. So if you go on this button right here and then choose food and drink, it is going to bring the phrases to the top that work the best for food and drink niches. And it also automatically sorts this with alliterations towards the top, meaning if one of these starting letters is in the phrase multiple times, like tested positive for tacos, that's 2 T's, and that already makes the sentence flow better. Let's talk tacos. I can't be trusted around tacos. Talk tacos to me. That one is brilliant. I was normal 2 tacos ago. My blood type is tacos. So there is a ton of these phrases that seem to be really good, to me at least, and are definitely going to sell better than anything that you get out of AI. If you ask AI to give you 10 funny phrases for taco t-shirt designs, then you might get 1 or 2 that are, good or decent. This is like mostly good. And the further you scroll down, the worse they might get. It definitely sorts and filters out the best ones towards the top. But now I could literally just take the ones that I like the most, and then click on the hat symbol, and it will save it to this tacos folder or project of ideas. You can also choose multiple right here and then click the heart symbol, and you can even, if you want to modify these, click on the little pen symbol and then change one part of the phrase or whatever, and then save the idea. Now another thing you can do in this tab, I've just typed in sushi right here, is you can filter it by collection. And you can combine that with the food and drink filter that we've already got applied. So if you wanted to make some Christmas themed sushi designs, click on the Christmas collection, and we've got all I want for Christmas is sushi. That's a really good phrase. The weather outside is frightful, but the sushi is so delightful. I love that. That's so cool. And even though there's only 2 examples here, you could probably take out that filter. Yeah, now we've got more. I'm dreaming of a sushi Christmas. Rocking around the sushi. Okay, these don't make as much sense. Fa la 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 sushi, but some of these, yeah, I would try them. They are pretty good. So just so you're aware, there is different options here. There's Halloween themed phrases, and sometimes you also get these little graphics right here that give you just an extra bit of inspiration. Rest in sushi in terms of like what you might do for the design. There's proven t-shirt winners right here as a category. So let's see if we filter that out with food and drink. What comes up? Did someone say sushi? Fueled by sushi. I'm only here for sushi. Can't be trusted. Easily distracted by. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good winning phrases there, and this just provides another angle of filtering out exactly what you want and getting better results when you're brainstorming. Speaking of brainstorming, you can actually also use the word stormer right here to get you additional keywords that might work in your phrases. So again, if we're doing the taco niche, there is a lot of related terms to tacos that could also do quite well in your phrases. And by just typing that in here and waiting a little while until this loads, we can now get a long list of potential words to include in our designs, as well as the listing perhaps. For example, guacamole, that always comes up around tacos or Mexican food, so why not try that? We could use wrap or tortilla. Salsa could be a good one as well. And of course, you can't forget Taco Tuesday. And what you can do now with this kind of list of additional keywords that you've got selected is you can open them in the wizard. This is another tool which takes a little while to load up, but it actually combines multiple of the features and ideally, and then spits out ideas for all of the keywords that you've just chosen right there in your wordstorming session. And again, this works the same way. We've got a bunch of suggestions right here, and we can then save them with a heart symbol. Say yes to salsa right here. Tortilla team. I could actually see that working better if we flip it. Like if we edit this and say team tortilla, that kind of rhymes or flows off the tongue a little bit better. So that's one I could save. We've got sun, sea, and salsa. I quite like that one. Definitely nice alliteration there with the triple S. We've got on an emotional guacamole coaster. So you can see that roller and guacamole like kind of rhymes there, and that's created the new phrase. Can't wrap my head around it. So that's using the wrap keyword. And yes, I could see that working with a graphic of I mean, not tacos perhaps, but a burrito. So you're still in the Mexican food niche. Either way, there is, you know, a ton of really good stuff here, and it's a combination of some of the tools from the left-hand side. And I just wanted to show you that approach with using multiple keywords related to your niche. Don't just stick to the primary one, that kind of the name of your niche. Also think of adjacent and like similar words that always come up within the food, within the hobby, within the animal. Because the animals do have different terms as well that might be just a synonym for their name or an action that they commonly do. Another tool that I quickly wanted to show you individually because I think it's very good is the rhyme and replace. Now, this one actually doesn't work very well if you type in tacos, which is also an example to say that these tools work differently, and for some niches they might get you better results or no results in this case. But if we just change the niche right here and do toad instead, this one actually gives you really good results for toad. So it's worth testing some of the different tools because in this example, toad right here gets 55 results for different types of categories of phrases, and some of these are really good. We've got the Da Vinci toad instead of the Da Vinci code. One more for the toad instead of one more for the road. There's Take Me Home Country Toad, which I have seen in some designs. I wouldn't really sell that on Amazon because it is kind of rhyming a popular song, but generally this is definitely something that I've seen working. There's a fork in the toad right here instead of fork in the road, which I really like. I actually turned this into some designs of just a fork sticking out of a toad, literally, which I think does provide quite a funny little double take design, right, where people say, wait, fork in the toad, what? And obviously this is a very well-known phrase right there, fork in the road. So this is a brilliant tool as well, especially for you if you don't speak English as your native language and you just don't know a lot of these like existing phrases that can be spun if they rhyme with your niche or a word within your niche. And this is also just one of the search settings right here. The options has way more, so you could set this to enable all of these other ones as well. It just takes a little bit longer to load, but then you should get an even bigger list with a variety of options. I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what all of these mean, but it means more ideas in the end. And by the way, there is also a section up here called Academy, where Michael has tutorials for each separate tool. So if you're not sure how any of these work, they are kind of further explained in more depth in the Academy section. But now you can see we've got 238 results, and one of them that I think is new is Toad Red. So instead of code red, you could make a design with a red toad, and that might be funny. And you can also filter these down further. So you could say, I just want to see memes right here, song lyrics mashed up, just the phrases or popular sayings, etc. So if you're after something specific vibe or style, then feel free to filter down further right here. Now, if you click on the Ideally logo, it brings you to your projects tab. As you can see, I've got the tacos folder right here. It has 7 active ideas, and I can create a new project with this drop down. So if we wanted to do toads next, we can save that right here. Now, the cool thing is, if you click into this, you see all of the phrases that you found, and you can select multiple, and then you go to actions, generate images. So this has an AI art generator built in with multiple models. So you've got Nano Banana, ChatGPT, Ideogram. There's a ton of really good models built in, and you can then pick styles as well. So there are style presets, retro, we've got kawaii right here, there's a vintage sunset. So as you can see, it is built for POD. You could do just simple text designs up to 5 styles. You have the ratios down here. You can also upload sketches, references, or whatever you like, and then you click create batch, and it creates designs with the phrases that you have selected, which is really cool to have this combination of a good quality idea generation and then image generation as well afterwards. So this is really nice, great tool. I hope that it helps some of you out because I think this is a massive pain point. Now, it isn't a free tool, unfortunately, but just so you know, I was using the starter plan in this example, which gives you 25 projects, 250 image credits, but you can always take the ideas elsewhere, right? You don't have to generate everything in Ideally. You get the top 500 plugin phrases and save unlimited ideas. I'll have a link to this tool down below. I'm a big fan. I think this is massively needed in the POD space, and I think it can help a lot of people finally upload more designs that are actually going to sell and potentially also turn into bestsellers rather than just spamming the marketplace with AI slop. Now, in case you also struggle with background removal, which I know is a bottleneck for a lot of you out there, then there's actually perhaps a better solution. There's a new tool that works for free and in bulk. It's designed by Jose Quiles, so an actual active print-on-demand seller, and not only does it help you remove backgrounds in bulk, it also has additional features that are really cool, like distress effects. You can compress the images to save on the file size, and you can do things like remove the Gemini watermark. I show you how to use that tool in this video right here. I highly recommend you check it out. It's super useful. Even if you don't want to use it for background removal, there's a ton of features in there that typically you would have to use a Photoshop action for, but this tool right here does it for free.